What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that has absolutely shaken the NBA to its core. Just when you thought the offseason couldn't get any crazier, a bombshell report dropped, and it involves one of the league's most beloved figures, Stephen Curry. We're talking about a massive, jaw-dropping $1.5 billion controversy that has fans, analysts, and even players asking one simple question: how? Social media is on fire right now. From Twitter to Instagram, every corner of the basketball world is buzzing. The headlines are everywhere, linking Curry, the guy we all see as the epitome of class, skill, and integrity, to one of the biggest financial stories the sport has ever seen. For years, Steph has been more than just a player. He's been the face of the NBA, a symbol of hard work and success. So, to see his name connected, even tangentially, to a scandal of this magnitude is nothing short of shocking. Let's be crystal clear from the start. As of right now, there are no official reports or confirmed evidence of any wrongdoing by Stephen Curry himself. That's a crucial point. However, the sheer scale of this situation and his association with some of the ventures now under a microscope have put him directly in the spotlight. This isn't just some minor rumor. We're talking about a story that involves figures with more zeros than you can count and could have ripple effects across the entire league. So, what exactly is this $1.5 billion controversy all about? From what we've pieced together from various insider reports and league sources, it revolves around a series of high-stakes investments and massive sponsorship deals that have gone south in a spectacular way. Think of it like a financial house of cards that has just started to tumble. These aren't just small-time business deals. We're talking about league-level ventures that were supposed to shape the future of basketball broadcasting, merchandise, and even global expansion. The connection to Curry appears to stem from his involvement as a prominent figure and investor in several of these large-scale projects. When you're a superstar of his caliber, your name carries immense weight. Companies and investment groups are eager to have you on board, not just for your capital, but for your brand. Steph, being the savvy businessman he is, has diversified his portfolio significantly over the years. He's been part of tech startups, media companies, and philanthropic ventures. It seems that one or more of these major partnerships are now at the center of a federal investigation into financial mismanagement and potential fraud. Insiders are whispering about a complex web of failed investments. Picture this: a consortium of powerful business figures, including team owners and corporate giants, pooled their resources to launch a groundbreaking global initiative. The project was ambitious, aiming to create new revenue streams for the NBA valued in the billions. Stephen Curry was reportedly brought on as a key partner and ambassador, lending his credibility and global appeal to get the venture off the ground. Everyone thought it was a slam dunk. But somewhere along the way, things went terribly wrong. Reports suggest that the promised returns never materialized. Instead, hundreds of millions of dollars seem to have vanished into a labyrinth of shell corporations and questionable expenses. The $1.5 billion figure represents the estimated total loss from these failed ventures, a staggering amount that has sent shockwaves through the league's financial circles. The investigation is trying to unravel where the money went and who is ultimately responsible for the collapse. Now, why is Curry's name the one making all the headlines? It's the superstar effect. When a story this big breaks, the most recognizable name involved becomes the focal point. While he may have been just one of many investors, his public profile makes him the face of the story, for better or for worse. Analysts are debating whether he was simply a victim of bad business dealings, like many others involved, or if his advisory team should have seen the red flags. The discussion is fierce. Was there a lack of due diligence, or was this a sophisticated scheme that fooled everyone? Fan reactions have been a whirlwind of emotions. On one side, you have the die-hard Curry fans, the Dub Nation faithful, who are flooding social media with messages of unwavering support. They're pointing to his impeccable track record, his family man image, and his years of philanthropic work as proof that he would never knowingly be involved in anything shady. They believe he's being unfairly dragged into a mess created by others. Hashtags like "I'm stand with Steph" and "Innocent Curry" are trending, showcasing a powerful display of loyalty. On the other side, you have the skeptics and rival fans who are, let's just say, enjoying the drama a little too much. They're circulating memes, fueling speculation, and questioning how someone with such a vast business empire could be caught so off guard. They argue that at this level of wealth and influence, ignorance is not an excuse. This has ignited a firestorm of debate, turning every sports talk show and podcast into a forum on athlete responsibility and financial literacy. What's truly fascinating is the potential impact this could have on the NBA itself. A scandal of this magnitude could force the league to reevaluate its policies on player investments and partnerships. It raises serious questions about the oversight of league-endorsed ventures. If a project with this much backing and promotion can collapse so spectacularly, what does that say about the system? We could see new regulations being put in place to protect players and the league's integrity from future financial disasters. This could reshape the entire financial landscape of professional sports, making teams and players far more cautious about who they do business with. Let's talk about the behind-the-scenes maneuvering. Stephen Curry's team is reportedly in full crisis management mode. His agents, lawyers, and public relations experts are likely working around the clock, monitoring the endless flow of information and preparing a strategy. So far, they've remained silent, which is a standard legal playbook move. You don't want to make any public statements that could be used against you or complicate an ongoing investigation. But you can bet they are gathering all the facts and preparing for the moment when they will have to address this head-on. The pressure must be immense. Curry is not just an athlete, he's a global brand. Under Armour, Chase, and his other major sponsors are undoubtedly watching this situation with hawk-like intensity. Their partnerships with him are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and their primary concern is protecting their brand image. While they are likely to stand by him for now, especially with no proof of wrongdoing, the longer the uncertainty lingers, the more precarious the situation becomes. A crisis clause is a standard part of every major endorsement deal, and this controversy is certainly testing the limits of those relationships. So what happens next? The entire sports world is holding its breath. The investigation will continue to unfold, and eventually, more details will emerge. Will it reveal that Curry was simply an unfortunate investor who lost money alongside everyone else? Or will the story take a darker turn, revealing a level of involvement that could tarnish his legacy? The stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just about money, it's about reputation. It is about the legacy of a player who many consider to be the greatest shooter of all time and a role model for millions. This story serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and risks that come with modern superstardom. Today's athletes are not just players, they are CEOs of their own brands, navigating a world of high finance that is fraught with peril. It highlights the immense trust they must place in their advisors and the devastating consequences when that trust is broken or misplaced. As we wait for an official statement from Curry or his camp, the speculation will only continue to grow. Will he address the public directly? Will he do a sit-down interview to clear his name? Or will he let the legal process play out in silence? Each option carries its own set of risks and rewards. One thing is for sure. When he does speak, the world will be listening. This $1.5 billion controversy is more than just a sports story. It's a high-stakes drama with elements of finance, law, and celebrity culture. It's a cautionary tale that will be dissected and debated for years to come, regardless of the outcome. Whether this ends up being a minor footnote in Curry's legendary career or a defining chapter, it has already become one of the most talked-about off-court sagas in recent NBA history. We'll be following this story every step of the way and will bring you updates as soon as they become available. What do you guys think? Is this all overblown media hype, or is there a real fire behind all this smoke? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear your take on this. Thanks for tuning in today. It's a complex situation, and we're trying our best to present the facts as we know them. If you appreciate this kind of in-depth analysis, make sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. We've got a lot more content coming your way. Until next time, take care.